Hello, this is Mr. Leaforth.
And Daniel Mills.
This is your debut, right?
That's right.
What do you want to talk about today?
Washers.
Washers. Good. All right, so the problem setup, it's not in a full sentence here, but basically we have this function, f of x equals x minus 2 squared, which is graphed right here. It's basically x squared shifted to the right 2. And then the second function is the negative x squared plus 4, and we'll do that in like turquoise. And that's coming around like that. So upside down, quadratic, right, moved up 4. So it creates this little space in here, and that's what we want to try to look at. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Now you said washers. Washers kind of look
Yep.
like this, right? Have you ever dealt with washers before?
Yeah.
You have?
Uh-huh.
While you were building what?
Stuff.
Stuff. That's great. This is going to go out to the whole world. Dan was building stuff with washers. All right, so basically we want to rotate around the x-axis. So we're going to come around. So just like we've been doing, we're going to try to draw that mirror reflection down here. You cool with that?
Okay.
All right. And we draw our little representative kind of section here and then down here. And uh-oh, what's the difference between this and every other problem we've done?
That space doesn't exist.
The space in the middle here, right? I mean, that's not there. We haven't had that yet. We haven't yet had a hole in it. So you probably have a formula for volume memorized that looks like this. Do you have this memorized?
Of course. Top minus bottom.
Oops. We'll get
Oh,
there in a
never
second.
mind.
We'll get to you're right. I mean, you're right. We're going to have to do top minus bottom in a sec, the area one, but you have this volume formula memorized, right? So what happens now is if I just do that on the top function you called it, it's going to be like the whole
Too
solid, like everything,
Yeah.
including that little hole that we see in the middle. And so you're right. You do want to subtract out the inside function. Let's just call it G. All right? So you're right. You do want to do top minus bottom. It's the volume of the top minus the volume of the bottom.
Okay.
All right? And so let's just put that together in one integral from a to b, and f of x squared minus g of x squared. So this is a formula that you should pause the video right now and write down. All right, so hopefully you got that down. Now you said top minus bottom before. For this one, I like to say, let's just do outer squared versus inner squared. Like the outer radius and the inner radius.
Okay.
Okay.
So the two parts of the washer.
Yeah, the farthest you go out, and then the closer in one. Because F and G aren't always going to be there, top and bottom. You know, for rotating around something else, that might get confusing. So. Basically, we found out earlier in our calculators that this point is x equals 0, and this point here is x equals 2, right?
Yeah.
So pi integral 0 to 2. Now this is where I need you. All right, I got this, I got this, I got this. You're going to help me find the outer radius, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to do it in red. We're starting at the bottom, and I'm going all the way to the outer farthest out part, farthest away from the axis. And what function is that?
That is...
That's the turquoise one.
That's negative x squared plus 4.
Yeah, it's this one here, right? So negative x squared plus 4. All right, so that's what we're going to write in here. Negative x squared plus 4. Make sure that's in parentheses because you have to square it, right?
Okay.
And then the inner radius is the other function, but I mean, if you look at it, the inner radius is always stopping at that yellowish curve, and the yellowish curve was our x minus 2 squared. All right? And so that goes here. Wow. And it's x minus 2 squared squared.
Crazy.
And so we're going to basically type that into our calculators. So you can bring up your calculator. You probably want to just make, well, you guys know how to do that in your calculator, right? Let's not make the video any longer than it is. You're going to go, Math 9 and finish it off, right? You want to do that or not, Dan? What do you think?
I think we're good.
You're good?
Yeah.
I mean, you go math 9, you do the function integrate stuff, and make sure you just type it in correctly. Not type it in correctly, but type it in correctly. If you type it in correctly, you'll get the wrong answer.
So we're doing volume.
You understand
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're good. So you do function integrate, you type this in, make sure you multiply by pi when you're done, and that's the answer. We're good?
Sounds good.
Any parting words?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.